Are you ready?
A Shot of Wrestling, episode 346. And away we go.
Is that the message you got? We about to go live. Are you ready to rock? So take a shot. Oh, so take a shot. Oh, yeah. I'm a street breaker. I'm a heartbreaker. This is my dawn. I'm a mold raiser. Rick Bland ain't your boy. About to seek and destroy. It's an SOW. Let me hear you make noise. Take a shot, boy. Is that the message you got? We about to go live. Are you ready to rock? So take a shot.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of A Shot of Wrestling, the first and maybe the only one of 2024. I am your host at Puddy, joined, as always, Mr. Marcus Davenport Schwan III. Brother, happy holidays. How you been?
Hey, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all that jazz. How's your whole holiday
It's
adventure?
fucking fantastic. Buddy? Fucking fantastic. Cheers to you. Marcus drinking. It's going to be a fun episode. Cheers.
That was pretty sarcastic. I think your holiday sucked.
No, every time you drink, it's like a fun, you relax a little bit, take the stick out of your ass, you're more like mellow.
I don't have a stick in my ass.
Not anymore because you're drinking.
Well, it's the Puddies. It's your
right.
favorite show of the year.
Yep.
You're dressed up a little before it. You're like, enjoy the occasion.
Sweet.
Sit back, relax, and we just talk about our best ofs of the year.
Yeah, man. Yeah, my holidays are fine. They're nothing special. I realized the last couple of years I knew it wasn't, but this year has cemented it. Holidays are depressing. I'm one of those people that holidays are depressing. Nothing good goes on. But they're over with. Here we are, 2024, new year, new me. So let's not focus too much on the past. But how are your holidays? How was the little one? How did Santa treat her?
Oh, my Lord. I suggested to my wife quite a few times, maybe we should bring 2 cars to Long Island when we see our families because, our daughter's going to get a lot of gifts. No. We stick with 1 car. We should have done 2 because we left some gifts behind on Long Island because we couldn't fit it all in the car.
Wow.
So my daughter enjoyed it. I think she's starting to get a sense of who Santa is and what Christmas is about. Next year, one of my good friends growing up was telling me about his son who's about like 6 months more advanced or 6 months older than my daughter. Finally understood what Christmas was. It was an awesome celebration. They had a great time. And I expect that probably going to be the same for next Christmas with my daughter. Looking forward to that.
Probably, yeah. Did I tell you about this thing years ago, maybe 15 years ago? Coworkers of mine, or former coworkers of mine, I can say now, they wanted to write a letter to Santa Claus to their kid as a response to their letter.
Interesting.
I'll do that for you. So I wrote the letter, decorated it, did the envelope and everything.
Yeah.
Now it seems like it's a gig. People are doing it. You can pay people to send letters to your kid for Santa Claus. I'm like, where did I think of this 15 years ago?
My God.
How about a time machine? Oh man, I could be making money right now once a year.
You could. Hop on it, man. Do it up.
That's really not everybody else. Is doing it.
I'll hire you.
Thanks, Preach.
Yeah.
I did give her the first Christmas gift ever.
You did.
That's right.
You actually did. That's a real thing.
And her first birthday present, but I don't want to brag.
Look at you, Uncle Puddy.
How was you? Would your wife get? Would you get your wife? Do you guys still do holiday gifts with the kid in the picture, or
no?
Or
we
you
don't.
Do the experience thing, right? Is that? Yeah.
Yes, which becomes harder. Like being parents and all, especially when we're so isolated from everyone living in Westchester. So we did experience as a family. We did there was a place where they did a breakfast Santa. So we took our daughter there. She seemed to get a kick out of it.
Nice.
It was cool. There was the worst Santa ever, by the way. Who knew Santa had a Brooklyn accent and didn't know how to read?
I don't judge.
Yeah, no. Everyone was looking around. You see all the parents this guy, he kind of sucks. Hey, what's going on, guys? Santa. Hey. Okay, guy.
Hey. Ho, ho.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, ho, ho. Dude, I had no idea. Worst Santa I've ever seen in my life. But Hey, what are you going to do?
New Year's? What you guys do for New Year's?
Stayed put. Again, like, kind of hard going out with a little one. But we try to make the most of it because New Year's Eve is actually my favorite holiday.
Really?
And yeah, it is. I know people get surprised about that. I love New Year's Eve. And I was a little bummed that, we're staying in again. Like, not really much we can do. So my wife actually had a really good idea to, like, kind of make it, like, 90s themed. To, like, relive our childhood.
Okay.
So, like, we ordered pizza. We had a bunch of snacks that we had from growing up. We watched, like, some 90s stuff. My wife watched Hook for the first time.
Wow.
So it was a good time, man. It was a good experience. We made the most of it. What about you?
Uneventful. It's boring. But if you want to continue the New Year's party, buddy, January 20th, welcome to the New Year, Ridgefield Park, New Jersey. BCW presents the first show of 2024. Can't wait. Stack card, making sure you stay tuned to this very feed. Me and the governor will be previewing the show in the next coming days. Looking forward to that. But enough rambling on, Marcus. You want to get into why we're here?
Yeah, man, let's rock out. I am pumped for this. Let's go.
All right, Marcus, let's start with the first award. Since we're starting, let's start with people starting new things. Acquisition of the year. Marcus, the floor is yours.
Oh, man. Like, dude, this was a no-brainer for me. I feel like a lot of these topics were tough for me to pick out. But this one, I put a lot of thought to it. I know there are a lot of acquisitions that happened this year.
That's right.
But I got to go with CM Punk.
Okay.
And I know people are going to be like, oh, like, obviously because I'm a CM Punk fan.
That's right, you are. You were a former. Coming back around?
No, I've never been a former. I've always been. Abel was the former. I've always remained a CM Punk fan.
Okay.
No, that was Abel. Not me. And I know people are going to be like, oh, well, CM Punk, it's a new acquisition. Give it time. He's gonna ruin the company. I don't believe so. A, and then B, look at the numbers. The numbers speak for themselves. Like the number of views, the ratings, the merch. You can't deny it. CM Punk is a star, and he's already made a monumental impact in WWE, and I think it's only going to get better from here. And then you also hear and see the development where he's going to NXT developmental and helping out the younger talent. I think this is a huge signing, the biggest acquisition of the year. No offense to Adam Copeland or anyone else, but the numbers don't lie.
Especially the way he left AEW and his years of toxicity and animosity towards the WWE. Like, oh, this is never going to happen. And the way it did happen, like the post-credit scene. Oh, whoa, okay. It was good. It was well done. Looking forward to his 2024 and see how CM Punk can add to the franchise. People give you shit for it. It's your opinion. Let him have a CM Punk thing.
My opinion.
People get off his back. But it's hard to argue that, man. It's hard to argue CM Punk. Who's better than CM Punk? What better acquisition than CM Punk? It's hard to argue that. I don't think there is any.
So you agree?
No. Jay Cargill, clearly the best acquisition. You take the face of the women's franchise, a rival company, and you bring her to the show she wants to be on, a more prominent, globally known company. It's going to be fantastic. The matchups are limitless. Many dream matches. I'm looking forward to her debut in a couple weeks at the Royal Rumble, I'm assuming. But yeah, Jade Cargill, I mean, it's hard to argue. Who better?
You said
when we had this conversation, longevity. Yeah.
But you're saying going to be. Like, she signed in 2023. We haven't seen her yet. She hasn't done anything.
That's fine. I don't mind.
Like, I would, trust me. I thought about Jade Cargill. I love Jade Cargill. But, like, let's face the facts. She hasn't done anything for WWE yet. And you're talking about going to. So, like, if anything, you can talk about new acquisition for 2024 about Jade Cargill.
Well, acquisition. We acquired her this year. So we're not talking about what did she do in 2023.
But then, like, how can you say she's the biggest acquisition of the year if she hasn't done anything?
Name recognition alone. That says enough.
Still hasn't done anything.
So what has CM Punk done?
Look at the numbers.
I'm not looking at the fucking numbers. I don't care about the fucking numbers. I'm not a numbers guy.
Oh, my Lord.
Look at the future. The future is bright with Miss Cargill in the women's division. We don't know
I want
that.
to believe that.
Okay.
We both want to believe that, right? We both want to believe that. But we don't know yet.
And we don't believe. We don't know CM Punk's not going to be a cancer and get fired in 2 months. We don't know
we
that.
Don't know that.
Yeah.
But like,
so we're talking about.
You're right. We don't know that. We want to believe that. But no. If you look at the numbers right now, the numbers are there to back up CM Punk being a big acquisition. Probably be the biggest acquisition in wrestling right. The numbers back it up.
I'd like to apologize to our listeners who said, leave Mark Schwann alone. Fucking dick. Completely biased here. Not listening to anybody's opinion.
I'm not.
Completely biased.
No, but like,
it's fine.
I trust me, I thought about Jade Cargill. There were a lot of people I was thinking about to give this award for.
Okay.
And like, I couldn't justify giving this to Jade Cargill at all.
Okay, of course not, because she's a woman, a black woman. Moving on to the next.
Had nothing to do with that.
Moving on to the next topic.
That was low.
Yeah, you're low. That doesn't make any sense. Let's go with the moment of the year. Mark Schwann.
Dude, I'm going to go back to the well here. Going back to back right now.
God.
Like CM Punk's return, as you mentioned before, nobody saw that coming.
Mm-hmm.
No one ever expected that. Hell, as the shirt said, hell is frozen over. You know, like, and the way it happened too. Like, there were rumors about it for Survivor Series. We knew Randy Orton was coming back, and that was supposed to be it. The way they were closing out the show, and then boom, all of a sudden, CM Punk's music hit, and you cannot believe it. The reaction, then you finally see him, the shock, the awe of it all. It was beautifully done, perfectly done, if anything. Yeah, for me, that had to be the moment of the year. It also could be recency bias as well, but like honestly, I can't think of anything bigger than that.
Okay, that's fine. I see how this trend of the show is going to go, so let's move on real quick. There are so many moments this year, it's hard for me to pick. Of course, CM Punk's a huge one. But we were at the Puddies celebrating 2023. 12 months ago, when we were celebrating 2022, a name, a category, a faction that was brought up, pretty much swept all the categories, the bloodline. So when Sami Zayn hit Roman Reigns in the back of the chair in the Royal Rumble, just started the year off with a high note, started us on this journey that we went through for the last 12 months. It's a moment like where your just jaw drops. You knew it was coming. It was one of those things you knew was coming, but you were still shocked to see it. And then that led to their rivalry, their great match at the Elimination Chamber. And this rivalry with the Usos and Jay and Jimmy and Jimmy and Roman and Jay. It led to the unraveling of the bloodline moment that I will never forget.
Yeah, I mean, like the eruption in the arena when Sami Zayn finally stood up for himself and stood up for Kevin Owens. It was like you felt it. I remember we talked about it. You felt it through TV. Like it was wild. And it made you think for a moment that Sami Zayn could be the one to defeat Roman Reigns. It actually legit made you question it.
There's a couple moments during that match in the Elimination Chamber, like, oh my God, this is it.
Right.
That
right.
moment
it would have been beautiful.
Yeah.
Right. No, yeah. But, I mean, yeah, awesome, solid moment. Hard to debate that as well. For me, like, I went with CM Punk, not because of a fan, but just because of the surprise and wow factor. Like, literally didn't see it coming. Sami Zayn, we had a feeling it was going to happen sooner rather than later, and it ultimately did. But still, the payoff, even the fact that we knew it was going to happen, the payoff of it, the way it was done, the execution, chef's kiss.
Yeah, because yours is a moment. Yours is a moment of a moment. Mine was a moment that was a culmination of months build and leading to months of aftermath. So, moment of the year can mean many things, how you want to view it, but both great moments. We're having fun here, Mark. We're having fun here. But I would remiss if I don't touch upon another moment this year. Sitting on my couch, you send me a text about the passing of Bray Wyatt. That's a moment. I could see that image. I see the phone light up in my head, reading that text. I'm like, wow. And one of those things that you don't believe. Remember, we were searching Twitter, we're searching online. This can't be real. This is and no, that was it was real. It's one of those moments. They're tributes. It was a moment that impacted the whole industry, us as fans as well. So, I just want to touch on that real quick.
Yeah, like I remember too. Like my friend Carson is the one that broke the news to me, at least, and I thought it was bogus. You know, like I didn't necessarily think it was real. And it was during the time, especially when Twitter was going through the weird changes with the whole verification system. Didn't necessarily know who to believe on Twitter. So yeah, you scramble on Google, see what's popping up, and then ultimately you come to sources that you know and trust, and like, wow, this is real.
Moving on to brand of the year.
All right. So this is tough as far as like brand goes, because I forget about this. Like, you know, are we talking about brand? Are we talking company? I ultimately, like, you know, really thinking about it overall, I have to go with WWE as a whole.
Really? Okay.
I know, like, I was a big AEW guy, and I still root for AEW. However, I mean, like, especially after the merger with, God, I was just blanked out here.
Endeavor,
help me
TKO?
out. Endeavor, thank you. TKO is what they became. That's what I was going to mix up. Merger with Endeavor, becoming TKO. I know there's a whole clusterfuck between Vince becoming in charge and Triple H becoming back in charge. It was a whole big mess, but still, WWE rose to the top. WWE is better than ever. And yes, maybe give some thanks to AEW for that, for pushing them to that point to, stop being complacent. But, like, WWE, man, like, they are running on all cylinders. It's a place that people want to go. Apparently, people are happier there.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see it. You sense it. Like, it's a good vibe. And I'm enjoying it. Both Raw, SmackDown. I'm enjoying what they're doing with NXT. Like, really? I think
mark that down.
This is the best WWE has been in a very, very long time, and I think they are showing by far why they're number one and why they've been number one and why they'll continue to be number one.
Going back to moments of the year real quick, another moment that I didn't see coming was the return of TNA, talking about brands. Looking forward to having this conversation next year. See what TNA does in the next 12 months. Yeah, brand of the year, I totally forgot about this category too. I don't know why we even put it in here. It's a weird category.
It's a weird one. I should have fought back in this one.
Yeah, I told you, want to remove any? Like, let's move these. I'm like, okay. Then I totally forgot about that one too. This was a hard one. I just picked SmackDown because SmackDown usually has the highlights of the night. Maybe because that's we're doing it right after SmackDown. It's fresher in my mind when we're doing the show.
Right.
I feel like SmackDown had a lot more moments, especially with the Bloodline, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens. A lot of stuff happened on SmackDown. Charlotte Flairs, the Rhea Ripley's. So I think SmackDown had a great year, but WWE overall was probably one of the best years they've had in recent memory.
Yeah, man. I would have to go. God, I can't even think about how far back I would have to go when, like, I loved WWE like through and through from start to finish. Like, seriously, man, it's a banger of the year. Big thanks to Triple H. You have to give big thanks to Triple H for that. Absolutely. I'm curious to see what's going to happen now that Kevin Dunn is stepping down. Like, I know Kevin Dunn, known as a sleaze, known as a scumbag. However, like, a lot of the TV programming that we see in wrestling is thanks to Kevin Dunn. So I do wonder if anything is going to change coming forward.
Yeah, I'm curious as well. Like, Vince is gone. So people were like, oh, more, let me go now to the WWE because Vince McMahon's gone. It was toxic. It's his way or the highway. The buck stops with him. Things to be seen more calmer, more friendlier, more inviting with Triple H. And how did Kevin Dunn fit into that? Was he his way or the highway? It seemed like he was because he didn't seem to be too amicable with these changes TKO was doing.
Right. Yeah, you hear like he feels disrespected.
So they're cutting costs and they want him to do things a certain way. But okay, we'll see what happens. I mean, I don't think we shouldn't see the difference as viewers. I'm sure they'll see it backstage, but as on screen product, we shouldn't see a difference if it's done properly.
From the sounds of it actually might be better backstage for them. From the sounds of like how Kevin Dunn was backstage.
On TV, the viewers, we shouldn't see a difference. This should not matter to us at all.
We shouldn't.
Yeah.
Ideally, if we do, then it's a problem.
Exactly, yeah. That's what I was getting at. So we'll see what happens. Best of luck, Kevin Dunn, in your future endeavors.
Do you think Kevin Dunn goes to AEW?
Ooh, no, I was not thinking that, but if you were Tony Khan, would you pick him up?
Absolutely.
Why not? Right? You're the hand of Vince McMahon for decades.
With a lot of caveats, though. But, like, yes.
Triple word score.
Like, but no, if you think about, like, yeah, short leash, but, it's like, get info. Although, it's not going to happen, though, because Kevin Dunn is such a Vince McMahon guy. Like, there's no way in hell. Like, Tony Khan could probably poach and find out, but Kevin Dunn's probably never going to go there.
Never say never in the world of professional wrestling.
Yeah, right.
What's Vince McMahon doing? What's like? Kevin Dunn can go like, hey Vince, since you're not really in the business anymore, or heavily involved, would you mind if Vince gives him permission? And we say that like it's a mafia movie.
You think? You think Vince is going to give him permission? No way. No way. Vince gives Kevin permission. You think about how much Kevin Dunn knows.
That's if he asks. Like I said, he's not a fucking like. There's not a fucking Godfather here.
Tony Khan's going to ask. Oh, yeah, if Kevin Dunn asks Vince.
Yeah.
No way Kevin Dunn leaves. No way Kevin Dunn. Oh, he's leaving, but no way he goes to AEW. But it would be interesting. It would be very interesting.
No one thought CM Punk would go to WWE. No one thought Cody Rhodes would come back to WWE. Never say never.
Never say never, right? Just for, like, the secrets alone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, it'd be fascinating. It'd be interesting to see. You're right. Never say never.
A category you introduced a couple years ago, Promo of the Year. This was a tough one.
I still don't understand how you never had it before me, the Promo of the Year. But, okay. This was a tough one, man.
Good old days before you.
You're welcome. This was a tough one. I don't know if you struggled with this one too. Now, I feel like I have to kind of lump these two together. I'm going with Christian Cage and Adam Copeland. With the first exchange for when Adam Copeland came back, and I feel like I have to tie in when Christian Cage got the F you in return. Go fuck yourself return from Adam Copeland. Because these are both brilliant promos, and they're both, I think it's part one and part two. You know what I mean?
You're talking about the promos like weeks apart, or that one night of both of them going back and forth?
Weeks apart. Because there was
so they both said
Adam Copeland's first. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's a part one and part two here. Like, I feel like they're not necessarily separate promos. I feel like they're, like, I don't know. But they were just so brilliantly done. Like, you have these two friends that know each other so well. Lots of history there. It doesn't seem like there was a script involved. It seems like there were bullet points there. And the crowd reaction, the emotion, the rivalry is still going on. Like, you just felt it, and I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Do you have a preference, or would you like more? Christians or Edges or Copeland's?
That's what was tough about. I think I might go with Christians, the part two.
You have to. Christians are the best.
Right? Like, she was such a weasel. Such a weasel. Like, trying to walk it back, trying to form the tag team that Adam originally stated that he wanted. Bring up again, like, the mom and all that. Like, you know, like, just going really deep, going really personal with it. And I kind of dug the fact that, like, Adam's "Go Fuck Yourself" was uncensored. Yeah. You're not so used to hearing that on wrestling programming, and I don't know, dude. Like, I enjoyed it.
As you should. Both of them are great. Both of them are awesome. Two of the best talkers in the business, leading to a great storyline, great rivalry. That's why he went to AEW in the first place, to be with Christian, someone from we assume and probably what we hear, and it's paying off hugely right away. So that was a great moment, great promo. Yeah, we didn't have promos of the year before you because it's not something we focused on. And now you as a promo guy, you as a manager, you guys who cut promos. Me and Green Man didn't cut promos. So then we have to start figuring it out. And in 2022, when we did this, I had a tough time picking a promo. Not really, because it was the easy one to pick, but going back 12 months, it was hard to pick. So I figured this year, let me write down the promos as they happen. To the end of the year, I can go back.
That's awesome.
And be like, this promo. Like, wish I would have remembered to do that, because I didn't this year. And now I remember trying to think of the answer to this category, how I said I was going to do it 12 months ago, but I didn't do it. So now I'm trying to think of a fucking promo, because I remember saying, like, at least twice this year, it's contender for promo of the year. What was it? I don't remember. So note to future self, make sure 12 months from now, you write a list of promos that you enjoyed. But there's a promo that stands out. Well,
okay, go for it.
Two of the best talkers in the business, aside from the two you mentioned. This promo it bled together real life and storyline. It kicked off one of the hottest feuds of the year. Going back to February 6th, between Cody Rhodes and Paul Heyman.
I knew it. I knew we were going to go there. Okay.
There's not many others to pick from that stand out, that are so like, oh, I remember that moment exactly. A lot of other good promos out there, and I mentioned many of them. I just can't remember that, but I remember this one. So that's why it was an easy pick for me, because I just remember it so clearly. And it kicked off, really, even though he won the Royal Rumble a couple weeks prior, this kicked off the feud between him and Roman Reigns. Finished the story.
It made it more personal. And Cody said it that night as well to Paul Heyman. That was a really well done promo by both men. Of course, as he said, like two of the best talkers in the business for sure. And I think that's the thing about promos. Like, like there are a lot of them throughout the year. There are a lot of great promo artists, but like, dude, there's still definitely promos back from the Attitude Era that we still remember.
Of course, yeah.
And they'll stand the test of time. And that's why I felt like Adam Copeland and Christian, the work that they did, that's what I really pay attention for. Like the ones that could probably stand the test of time. And I think Adams and Christian's could.
Without the use of the F-bomb? The F-bomb was controversial, uncensored. Oh, what?
It was.
Everybody talking.
It was. I hope it doesn't get overdone.
It shouldn't.
That's what I hope.
No.
They shouldn't. They shouldn't. You got to save. It's kind of like when you have a PG-13 movie and it drops an F-bomb, right? They're allowed, technically, I think, I don't know what is today's day. I know at one point it was like 2 F-bombs. A PG-13 movie is allowed.
Okay.
Right. But you don't necessarily see every PG-13 movie dropping an F-bomb.
No.
You save it, you make it something special. You make it something that will pop, that is necessary. This was necessary. It helped make the promo more memorable. But I do think we're also going to remember the rivalry as well here, because it's just so deep and personal. It's well done and well crafted.
Fair enough. Rivalry of the year. Piggybacking off your promo of the year, rivalry of the year.
Rivalry of the year, man. Oh, another tough one here. Yeah, I feel bad. I feel like I haven't picked a lot of women, but I got to go with this one. I'm going with the Bloodline versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Like, as you said, like, Sami Zayn, when he turned on Roman, right? When he finally stood up for himself, it was a seismic shift in the WWE universe. At that point, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn were not even on good terms. Just like the storylines, the storytelling, the match itself, the aftermath of it all. Like it was just so well done. It was real too, because you see Sammy trying to like talk to Jimmy to get him on his side because they were so close. Mm-hmm. It was all so convincing and real, and it was cinema, as the kids say.
No kid says that, but okay.
That's what they say on Twitter. But hey, go on.
This was a tough one, man. There's a lot of good rivalries this year. One rivalry I really enjoyed watching, surprisingly, was Rey Mysterio and Dominic. I thought that had a good build.
Okay.
I thought that had a good build, and that was high on my list. And then you talk about your CM Punk. You picked CM Punk earlier because of personal biases. So, like, yeah, no, I'm going to fucking do that too. One of the rivalries I enjoyed most, and I'm so happy she came back, heel Trish Stratus.
Okay.
Trish Stratus and Becky Lynch. I'm like, okay, all right. That they win the tag team titles. All of a sudden, Lita gets attacked by a mystery person. Then Trish steps in, and you see the return of heel Trish. Who's better than heel Trish? Oh, man. Fantastic, leading to her partnership with Zoe Stark and those great matches they had with Becky Lynch. I really, really enjoyed this. There's a lot of good rivalries, but this, to me, like, and personally, because I'm a huge Trish fan, this was the one that stood out to me above other competent picks. But this is giving some shit love to the woman here, like you just mentioned, Becky Lynch, Trish Stratus.
Some good matches in there too.
Yeah,
some really good matches.
Great trilogy.
In there. Yeah. So Trish Stratus, she done?
Never say never. No? Here's the professional wrestling. I'm sure she'll come back.
I hope she does, because she still has it.
Yeah,
in every which way form,
as the kids say today on Twitter. Right, that thing,
something that's always been said.
We can make it up too. I can make things up. But yeah, I hope she comes back. I mean, because she was killing him. She's great. Like, you get 3 great matches. She's great on the mic, and she extended her Hall of Fame legend status. Rob with Zoe Stark and Becky Lynch. It was just well done. I hope she comes back. Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like Zoe Stark would have been a bigger deal after that, though. I feel like she kind of fell off.
She should have been. That was a great launching pad. But where was she going to go? She had a title. Right. She had a title match against some. Was it Rhea? I forgot who it was, but
I think it was against Rhea. Yeah.
Yeah. Then she's not going to beat Rhea now. So then what's next? Put her in a tag team, okay?
Right.
So, but Yeah, she kind of flattened. There was nowhere for her to go. It wasn't her fault. It was, as you say, creatives. It was a great launching pad with no landing point to land. That could be poetic.
It's unfortunate because she is very talented in the ring.
Yeah, a lot of people are talented,
I think
it's just getting that moment.
I think there's still there's still more that they need to dive into with her. She needs more depth, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Marcus, time for this award, and I'm delaying it because I don't have it filled out yet. The one to watch in 2024.
You don't have one?
No.
This is like your award.
One of my favorite awards. Just for the hit or miss of it. And
wow.
Yeah.
Who was ours? Wait, okay. Who was ours? Who were ours last year?
I don't remember.
Do you have that?
No.
Oh, you were like.
I was trying to go back. I went back a couple years because I wanted to find out when you picked Damian Priest, but I couldn't.
I don't think I did.
Maybe you didn't because I went back to 2020. You didn't pick him. I figured that would be the year. So either 2019, but I don't see you picking him in 2019. So I don't know.
So I'm right. I didn't pick Damian Priest.
The jury's not out yet because I didn't go back the last 2 years because I remember he was on my list. I didn't pick him because I thought you picked him. So I could be revisionist history here. I don't know.
It's like a Mandela effect going on right now.
Who did I pick last year? I think I picked Grayson Waller. I picked Grayson Waller last year. I wanted to pick him this year, but I did not because I picked him last year. That's right.
So this is an interesting one I'm picking right now.
Do you remember who you picked last year?
Because, I mean, I guess we can go back. I trust you as the host of the Puddies to, maybe you had some research done. You come in here.
I trust you to remember what you picked 12 months ago, but it's fine.
Well, I mean, I'm a parent. I can't remember what I did this morning.
You can't fucking keep playing that card.
I can play the card as long as I want because it's true.
Cheers.
All right, so I'm delaying this long enough. So I'm going to go. This is an interesting choice. You might raise an eyebrow when I say it, but hear me out. I'm going with Deonna Purrazzo. And I know it's a peculiar one to say.
There's no T.
I said Purrazzo.
No T. Purrazzo. There's no T at the end.
I said Deonna Purrazzo.
Okay. There it is. Much better.
All right. Well, whatever. I'm going with Deonna Purrazzo. And I know, like, wait, why does she want to watch? I mean, like, she's crushed it before.
True.
Plenty of times. And yes, I agree. She's crushed it in Impact. She is now part of the AEW women's roster. And I think she is one to watch because I think she's absolutely going to take that division by storm. No pun intended there with Toni Storm. I think she is going to dominate. I think you're going to see Deonna Purrazzo go to a different level. The one that we've never seen before, and I'm excited for it.
Wow. Completely shitting on Impact. What a very passive-aggressive shit on Impact you just did. Wow.
It's not, though. It's not.
It is.
It's not.
She's done great, but it was an Impact. Like, you didn't have to put that but in there.
No, because she's done so great. She's done so great in Impact.
Who am I going to pick my one to watch? I got a couple names here in my head. I'm throwing around. I'm debating between two. I want to pick both of them, but I know I can't. So I'm going to go with Carmelo Hayes. Killing it in NXT this year. What a great... If I put NXT Superstar of the Year, he would probably be it just for NXT itself. Great matches. His rivalry with Ilya Dragunov was just spectacular.
He looked good on SmackDown, too. He looked like he belonged.
Then you have him going to SmackDown, the U.S. Championship Tournament. Then he wins one. Okay. Then he loses in the second round, but with a great showing, giving a little...
Strong showing.
Whetting their appetites of people who don't watch NXT about who Carmelo Hayes is. I'm looking forward to this rivalry with Trick Williams, who was my second pick in NXT.
I was about to ask. It's Trick Williams. It had to be Trick Williams.
So that rivalry is going to blow up. They're going to have a great feud, blow off, and when that's done, I'm assuming Carmelo Hayes is going to make his way to the main roster.
Or maybe both.
Maybe both. I think Trick Williams did a main event or dark matches recently. But I think there's still time left in NXT for Trick Williams for more gold around that waist. But Carmelo Hayes, man, I'm looking forward to the future in 2024.
I feel like Carmelo Hayes one step ahead of Trick, but Trick is almost there.
He's absolutely almost there. I think he needs more time, more big matches.
The rivalry actually might help him get there.
Oh, it should. That's what rivalry should do. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the way they've been teasing this rivalry, how Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams wanted to break out on his own by himself, and Carmelo Hayes, okay. It's a great story been told so far, looking to the payoff in this rivalry, and then Carmelo Hayes on the main roster in 2024. I'm assuming he's going to be the Royal Rumble. I won't be surprised if I see him in the Royal Rumble.
I feel like they're weird with NXT people in the Royal Rumble, especially the men.
Used to be. Last year they weren't.
True. I think last year was like the anomaly. Usually it's just like you see more legends. Last year was more NXT. You're right.
Yeah, I'm curious. NXT stars and then like legends or big or celebrities. But last year there was a good showing by NXT men's. Anyway,
curious to see what happens this year at Royal Rumble. If they do a little bit more of a blend, or if they go more heavy with NXT. Definitely curious to see there. But yeah, I mean, like, dude, I feel like that's not even like a bold prediction. I feel like you're right on the money. I think Carmelo Hayes is definitely going to be a stud. He's already a stud as is for now, but like he's definitely going to be in roster this year.
I'd have fun with the one to watch. Like I'd like to take chances, like pick people out of thin air.
This is a safe choice. This is the safest choice you ever made.
But it just you say safe. I just say obvious pick. Who else?
Yeah.
It's just
it's an obvious pick, and like
I'm trying to think of other people to name, and it's just I kept going back to him and Trick and giving him the edge. Like I want to pick like another runner-up. Let's do nominees here. Was Tiffany Stratton? But
yeah,
like
she was on my mind too. Tiffany Stratton was on my mind as well, but like like,
isn't she? Perv.
You're a dick. I feel like it should have happened already with Tiffany Stratton, and like after that rivalry with Becky Lynch, and like what happened after that? Like really nothing. Quite a few people in NXT are really stepping up their game that you can easily pick any of them to want to watch. I went with Deonna Purrazzo as a little bit of a swerve here. I see what happened there. As a little bit of a swerve, but I stand by what I say. One to watch. I think not a lot of people watch Impact. Clearly, a lot of people know who Deonna Purrazzo is. She's got a name. She has a legacy. And I think it's, again, I think she's going to dominate and go to another level in AEW. That's why I say she is one to watch here.
One to watch, too, is also a wrestler or superstar, whatever you want to say, on the cusp of breaking out. Almost you want our breakout star of next year before they break out. Someone we're looking forward to the following year. Someone we want to follow next 12 months to see how they escalate and climb. Somebody who does not qualify for that category to me, but I am looking forward to his 2024 is Swerve Strickland. Like he's ended 2023.
I was wondering about that.
2023 for him was he's just going up and up and up, and I'm looking forward to following him and watching him in 2024. But he's such an elevated level already. That's not what this category is about. But it's Swerve Strickland 24. I'm excited to watch him this year.
Dude, so that was another one I was thinking about as well, Swerve. But you're right. I mean, he's just such a high level already. I think the only next level for him to go is to win the World Heavyweight Championship.
I think the rumor is him and Samoa Joe at the next pay-per-view, March Revolution. And they must build it.
The Prince Nana managing the AEW World Heavyweight Champion. Can you imagine this, dude? That's amazing.
A guy we saw eating lunch a couple months ago in Ridgefield Park, New Jersey, and he had still eating mouthful of food, but he's still nice enough to talk to us for 10 minutes.
A dude that, like, I've been texting, a dude that, like, I broke the news to, apparently, that he was trending on Twitter for the first time.
Wow.
Like he was like, dude, wow, really? Are you serious? Like, honestly, it's so cool that I've gotten to know Prince Nana. I got to work with him in a match.
That's right.
Like
this year, right? Was it this year or last year? Last year.
It was last year. And just to see what he's doing, I texted him today, actually, just to say, like, hey, dude, like, these videos I'm seeing, they're amazing. I love what you're doing. I wish you all the best this year. Hooked me up with tickets for Ring of Honor.
That's right, he did.
This year, too.
That's great.
Yeah.
What a nice man.
Awesome human being. I love Prince Nana. I am so happy for him. Yeah, for that alone, let's go Swerve.
And when me and Green Man started getting into wrestling, it was cool to see these guys, no names, nobodies. But then you hang out with them, develop a relationship with them, and you see them a year or two later on TV. I'm like, oh shit, Joe Gacy. Me and him and Green Man were pretty close. Talked all the time. We were friends with his wife, and boom, he's in NXT.
Right.
And so when I see stuff like this happen too, like let me just before I cut you off, it just I live close to a wrestling store and they do signings. Sometimes I will go if it's somebody I'm passionate enough about. I'll go. I don't like waiting online, maybe I'll go. But man, I saw Prince Nana there. People were paying money to take their picture with Prince Nana, a man I took many pictures with, had many conversations with, and just to see him succeed. We're going way off topic here, but What a year Prince Nana has had. Talking about breakout stars that we just talked about.
Right? Breakout star. Prince Nana's a breakout
let's
star.
change our votes. Your pick is your pick, my pick is my pick, but the show's pick is Prince Nana. What a great.
Can you do the dance?
Of course I can do the dance. Of course I can.
Should we do the challenge? Should we do it right now?
I'm not going to do it right now because I'm sitting down and my drink's still full. But at the BCW show, welcome to the new year, January 20th, Bridgeville Park, New Jersey. Make sure you get there and we'll do the Nana challenge and send them a video of that. But yes. Yeah, but we off topic. But yeah, congratulations, Prince Nana. What a year he's had.
Yeah, way off topic indeed. But yeah, I mean, like, you can't talk about Swerve. You can't talk about Swerve Strickland. This is what happens when I drink beer, man. My words get tongue tied. You can't talk about Swerve Strickland without talking about Prince Nana. That's where we're at right now.
Final two, Marcus. Match of the year.
Oh man, I'm going with the obvious one. I know that there are so many good matches this year. And I know people talk about Kenny Omega, Will Ospreay. That is many people's match of the year. However, for the storytelling, for all that happened, with the match itself, it was just, again, it was cinema, as they say. Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. Like, that's the match that really stood out to me, man. I think that's again, something I look at that will stand the test of time. I think that match will stand the test of time. That was an amazing matchup, and we all thought Cody Rhodes was going to win. The fact that he didn't, actually, you looking back on it, I dig. You know, like they swerved right when we thought like this is a sure thing.
I remember talking about it on the show.
It made it more memorable.
I remember talking about it on the show when we covered WrestleMania, and I said I'm playing Money Morning quarterback here, but that was the right move to do. He was undefeated, and having him lose in the biggest stage of the year, where everyone thought he would win, smartest move to do all year. It was great. So yeah, and I think the first couple putties we did a show of the year and WrestleMania 2039 altogether. It was a great show.
God, yeah, so many great matches. Yeah. If you look at the list of like so many match of the year contenders, so many were on that card alone.
Yeah, it's hard to pick. I mean, a lot of good matches this year.
That's what WrestleMania is supposed to be, the best of the best. And like honestly, this is probably one of the best WrestleManias in a long time.
That's right. Until this year,
WrestleMania 4. Are you going?
Apparently, but I don't think so.
Are you?
I doubt it. Tickets sold out like right away, and right. I don't even want to look what they're going for on the black market or whatever it's called.
The black market.
Second market. Yeah.
Where are you getting your tickets?
I can't say.
Are you doing WrestleMania week? Are you participating in that or no?
By WrestleMania week, you mean
like the indies? Are you doing all that? Are you doing any commentary? Are you?
Oh no,
are you putting yourself out there for it?
No, probably not. I got a job.
So many people are, man.
I got a regular 8 to 4 job. I can't like just pick up and go. I'll still be in my probationary period too, so I can't just like take time off.
Right.
But I would like to if I had the option, but I doubt it.
Probationary period for his job, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing illegal here.
Nice save. Wink.
Yeah. Wait, did he do something illegal?
Match of the year.
I'm joking. No,
I got caught for. I don't know.
Let's not cancel him. No, yeah. I'm curious about WrestleMania week. I might check that out. Go for it, man. What's your match of the year?
It's hard to argue, man. You said WrestleMania 39. It's just so many matches. Everybody's talking about those Will Ospreay matches. There was 2 of them, Kenny Omega and Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
They're not talking about Will Ospreay versus Speedball Mike Bailey on Impact. Like I talked about earlier, not many odds are on Impact. I heard that was a match of the year contender. Last couple weeks, Impact been doing the best of, and I watched that match. Fucking amazing match. What a match. Speedball Mike Bailey versus Ospreay. Check it out on Impact. But the other matches I've not seen. The match, again, this is personal biased. There's a lot of other great matches better than this one, I'm assuming. But to me, the match I enjoyed, beginning to end, was a great payoff to one of my rivalries of the year. September 2nd, Payback. Trish Stratus, Becky Lynch in that steel cage match.
Okay.
It just not only was a good match, but these 2 women put that steel cage to use that I've not seen people put to use in a match in a long time. Some great spots off the top of the cage or the top of the rope. The way they utilize their environment and the payoff to this great rivalry. Oh, man. I just fucking love it.
It's Trish's first and only steel cage match.
Yeah. And it was 20 minutes. How often do you see women in a steel cage get 20 minutes? Usually it's quick. Those that get steel cages. So not many women get steel cage matches. A lot of unique moments. A lot of the way they use the cage. Great storytelling. It was just a match I could not pass up. I wanted to, because there are a lot of better matches than that. But for me personally, I enjoyed this match the most.
Yeah, and again, I mean, that's what this award is about, is like, our personal favorites here. Yeah, man, I mean, that was a good match. It's certainly on a lot of people's lists from what I've been seeing. But yeah, I mean, like, dude, you're right. Like, you just gotta go to, like, your gut instinct, what you enjoyed the most. And, like, I saw a lot of great contenders out there. Because, like, I wanted to double check myself. The first thing that came to mind for me was Roman versus Cody. I didn't necessarily know if it's just me being like, a WrestleMania mark or whatever. But, like, dude, again, like, dude, it was just such a phenomenal match, and it just a great build, great rivalry. And the match itself was just fucking amazing, dude. Again, like, that's something we'll look back on, like, man, good job. And I think the same with Trish Stratus and Becky Lynch, too.
Yeah, again, her first, Trish Stratus in 2023, her first cage match, just showing how far that movement has gone over the last decade. Great job. And who better than Becky Lynch, the man? The icon versus the man is great. Finally, Marcus, the award of all awards, the puttiest of the putties. Wow, that's fucking cool. I'm going to fucking trademark that. Wow, that's fucking bad. I put that on a fucking shirt. Wrestler of the Year. This has gone to many people. We don't base it off men, women, tag team. We could be anybody. This is a grab bag. So, Marcus, who is your Wrestler of the Year for 2023?
Dude, again, this just comes down to just an obvious choice. I mean, there's no one that's better. And I know there's going to be criticism about this because of how often this person wrestles throughout the year. But when this person does wrestle, everyone pays attention, and it's always a 5-star match. Roman Reigns. He's money. He is God mode. There's no one touching him. Yes, Seth Rollins has been, like, wrestling more. He puts on great matches. But he ain't on Roman Reigns' level. MJF, great talker, puts on some good, solid matches. Everyone loves him. He's not a Roman Reigns level. There's no one on Roman Reigns level. Yeah, The Rock is now coming back to possibly face the head of the table. Lots of controversy here going on. Is that match happening at WrestleMania? Is it happening at Elimination Chamber? We don't know. But the fact is, hey, even The Rock is going to come back and possibly do the job to Roman Reigns.
Possibly he will. There's no way he fucking beats Roman Reigns. He has to lose. He has to lose.
Right? He has to lose. Like, I don't know. The Rock did say in the Pat McAfee show he'd only come back if it made sense, and it can't be a one and done thing. It has to be a bigger deal, like a bigger story. Don't know what that is here. I'm in. I'm hooked. I think that's cool. But again, man, like, The Rock's not coming back to see Seth Rollins. He's not coming back to see CM Punk. He's not coming back to see anyone else. It's for Roman Reigns. And I think that's not just because they're cousins. It's because Roman Reigns is the real deal. He is Superstar of the Year. No one's close.
Really? Blanket statement. No one's close.
No one's close.
That's my answer.
No one.
That's my answer then. If nobody's close.
Is it your answer?
No, it's not. But if nobody's close, I guess my answer is moot then, right? So we just move on, end the show?
Yeah, let's end the show, man. All right.
You said Roman Reigns doesn't wrestle that much. But when he does, you said every match is 5 stars.
What match wasn't?
So there's just
5-star match.
A lot. Roman Reigns included. A lot of people had great matches this year. A lot. This is probably one of the hardest years to pick. And I remember 5 years ago I picked Baron Corbin because he was just, I think, my guy. But this year, this was a tough decision, and I'm going to the person who was, unlike your pick, consistently been on TV, week in and week out. And he never really got involved in a long-term story or a long-term feud. But week in and week out, he's on my TV. And more often than not, this person stole the show. You can count.
Do it.
You can count more matches that this person has been in that you did not hear a "This is awesome" chant than he has. I cannot remember how many matches I've seen of this person that I have not heard a "This is awesome" chant. And it's hard to not pick this person. You made a great argument for yours. But this person also made history this year. When somebody makes history, it's hard to not pick that person. There's only one pick for me. I'm loving how I'm building up like Ryan Seacrest on American Idol. General. Gunther!
Yes.
Must see. Must see. And he's not been pinned this year. Man, I mean, I was going to pick Roman Reigns this year, but then I'm looking back. Oh, fucking Gunther's been a great match. The triple threat at WrestleMania. The Chad Gable match.
I'm surprised you didn't pick that as match of the year.
Fuck Sheamus.
That's probably it. That's
but the match against Chad Gable, his rivalry with The Miz, again, and there's no long-term story. Talking about Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus, that trilogy. He usually just one and dones. But he's fucking knocking it out of the park. This is awesome chance every fucking match he's in. Oh, man. Gunther. Wow. And the great showing he had at the Royal Rumble, going in number 1 and being the last eliminated. What a great start to 2023 he's had. It just, Gunther is hard. I mean, you picked a great argument with Roman Reigns. He is probably the guy. But if you had to pick a number 1A or 1B, it has to be Gunther.
I mean, Gunther would definitely be up there. I mean, like, you're not far off here. Like, Gunther, like, you're right. Every match he's in, it's a banger. Incredible physique, the ring entrance. He's got the look. I love the spinning of the jacket.
How do they do that? I try to watch it closely.
How does he do that?
Amazing.
It's so smooth and flawless.
Yeah.
Like
butter.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
The presentation of Gunther is amazing. Definitely world champion material. People even talking like we asked Shot Wrestling on Twitter, about if Roman Reigns is going to face The Rock at WrestleMania, what happens to Cody? And people have been saying, well, Cody versus Gunther for the IC Championship.
That'll be epic.
How would you feel about that?
I'll be awesome. Match of the year contender for next year. I wouldn't, if the story is told right. I'll see what story he's finishing, what chapter he's finishing. Because Cody can weave a story at anything. I think it'd be great. I don't think it's going to happen.
I think it'd be a great match. I just don't see that like finishing the story. We're all about finishing the story. Like this is. Yeah. I feel like that would hurt Cody more than anything.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to hurt
Cody versus Gunther for a World Heavyweight Championship. Now we're talking
money. Roman versus Cody at SummerSlam. Okay, I don't see that happening either. I think it's gonna be Cody versus.
I feel like the Rock coming back is like muddied the waters quite a bit here. Now it's like who knows what the fuck's gonna happen for WrestleMania.
I think I have an opinion.
Oh, care to share?
I was thinking.
You said this is our okay.
The Rock came back a couple months ago. Mm-hmm. As a surprise because he wasn't supposed to be there. This one felt different because I read earlier that he was spotted with Nick Khan earlier, and he was supposed to be the rumored whatever. So it had the same impact that the SmackDown appearance had for me. And then my man Jinder Mahal comes out, which people are hating for. Like I marked out because I love Jinder Mahal, so fuck you. Then The Rock comes back, does his shtick, and like, what is this? What's the point of this? It had no point, except to him be there until he dropped that line. But then Jinder like hit him with 2 or 3 punches, and then he came back and hit Jinder with 2 or 3 punches. Spine buster, people's elbow. I don't know about you. I'm trying to be positive here this year, but seemed pretty gassed.
He did seem a little gassed.
Was it me? Was it not me? He seemed gassed, right?
He seemed a little gassed.
Happened once. It could happen again. Rock versus Roman Reigns, WrestleMania 41.
You think Cody's losing? Or you think Roman's winning WrestleMania against whoever?
Does The Rock, Roman need to be for the title? But I'm saying you have 12 months.
You're right.
You have 14 months
head
now.
of the table.
Give The Rock a year out. Make an announcement at Elimination Chamber or WrestleMania. Next year, 2025, Rock versus Roman Reigns. Give him more time. Because maybe he has movies.
The Rock's going to be like 51 at that point. And like we don't know his schedule by then.
We don't know his schedule now. All his products have been backed up because of the strike. Maybe he's not available to do WrestleMania this year. They signed the agreement for next year. Give him 14 months on his schedule. Agent, hey, listen, February to March, I'm not available. I see that happening. I don't know how the announcement's going to go. I'm just like, we saw this happen with Rock for John Cena. I'll give you a year to do it.
You're not far off. I don't think you're far off.
I just feel like, again, I'm going back to that. I hate to repeat myself, but the strike. Products are backed up. You would know more than anybody. There's pipelines.
No, it backed everything up. So Law and Order, they're looking to finish 15 episodes by May, which is crazy. So like
So,
a
talk about
lot
not knowing
of
your-
productions.
Talking about no one's schedule. We don't know the Rock's schedule because it's backlogged. But now he has
Yeah,
14
like,
months now of clear, like, oh. So I see that.
I think every single shoot is probably working tandem units right now. Like everyone's working double time to be on schedule or to make up for lost time.
I'm just thinking Rock, Roman Reigns, WrestleMania 41 in 2025.
Phew.
Talk about predictions, huh? Talk about predictions.
That might be on the money. That might be on the money right there. You know what? You talked me into that one. Like you might not be far off there. Wow. All right, Puddy. Well done. Well done.
I would like to do one prediction show. So that's my prediction this year.
Okay.
All right, Marcus, another successful award show. Another putties in the books. Great picks all around. Looking forward to an exciting year of 2024 ahead of us. And go home, talk to you, my friend.
Man, what a crazy year 2023 was for wrestling.
Yep.
Right? Like so many things that you never thought would happen. Like the sale of WWE, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Vince gone, then not gone, but then gone again. CM Punk coming back. TNA coming back. You have Adam Copeland jumping ship to AEW. Just so many things have happened.
Well, CM Punk came back because he got fired from AEW.
The way that happened. I mean, like, what a credible year. And I'm sure I'm missing some moments here. But how does 2024 top that? That's what I've been thinking.
Did we say that last year? And it did. So I'm assuming
it did, right? Yeah.
I'm assuming there's a lot of things going on in this next 12 months that should be exciting. 2023 was awesome. 2024, I still have weird saying that. It's going to be awesome. And I've seen a lot of pictures and memes.
For wrestling, it's going to be awesome. In other aspects, may not be so awesome 2024. I mean, it is an election year, so let's keep that in mind.
And a lot of jokes, memes, reels going around. Oh, I already fucked up in this year. 2025 is going to be my year.
That was you last year.
Like 2025 is next year? What? That doesn't seem possible. But yeah, here we are, 2024. It's crazy, right? It's fucking nuts, yeah. Yeah, so this year's off to a better start than last year. Although last year started going downhill on the 6th. So check back to me in a week. But yeah, 2023, I told you, remember, it was not my year. And I said that as a joke in January. This is not my year. Remember, at the bar at the BCW show, this is not my year. This is not my year. This is not my year. And
the more you say that stuff, like the more it becomes reality.
Words were like weapons. But every month, something shit happened to me. And so 2023, I just wrote it off. Fuck this year. Can't wait to be fucking over. And the holidays just fucking cemented it. Fuck this year.
But you ended on a good note. You got a new job.
That's right.
Right?
So going into 2024, I'm done. Like I said last episode, more positive. Let's be glass half full here, buddy.
Right.
New year, new me. More.
You have some cool things happening. You had more commentary opportunities at BCW.
That's right.
You've gotten better and better at each and every single show. Love what you're doing. I love your chemistry with Cheyenne. You have a new podcast with Shout Out BCW with AJ Pan.
That's right.
Like
you're more welcome to come on anytime you want. I don't know why you keep refusing not answering my phone calls.
No one's inviting me. Literally, no one's inviting me to come on the show.
I invited you many times, but you keep ignoring me. So
I say yes, I'm down, but then I don't get a Zoom link. I don't get anything. Like no one tells me a date or a time.
Because Zoom link, it's 2024, buddy. We're doing it in person now. The governor comes over to my casa, face to face, and we hang out like boys, like we used to do before the fucking disease ended the world.
And then I had a daughter, and then I moved further up north in Westchester. Yeah.
So, I mean, you can't blame your daughter because Green Man hung out with me when he had his son. But it's the move up north that really fucking killed it. I don't know why you're blaming your daughter for everything, but you can't play that card every fucking time. Why were you speeding? Well, I got a daughter. I mean, why can't you do jury duty? Oh, I got a daughter. That might work, but
well, that one was real.
Yeah, why'd your face light up for? Jeez, you've been planning that one, huh? Wow. Do you have any personal favorite moments of this year, 2023? Highlights that don't include your daughter?
Personal moments, shooting and booking American Horror Stories was huge for me.
Really, you were in that?
Yeah, thank you. Rapping right before the strike, and then the fact that it actually aired and I made the cut. Awesome moment. This movie I'm doing, Vampire for Hire, that I shot, produced with Nicholas Turturro, coming out this year. I wouldn't say next year, but now we're in 2024. It's coming out this year. So lots of cool things happen in my career, man. So like those are some personal favorite moments of mine.
Great, congratulations! Looking forward to this year, buddy. Even better, bigger and better.
And how can I forget the most awesome moment? Aligning myself with Vicious Vicky as she won the BCW Women's Championship. Awesome moment. Banger of a year, man. And I am pumped for 2024, man. It's only getting bigger and better from here.
Okay. I don't want you to end it on that note. But okay. You stole the title from your best friend.
I thought you were my best friend. I feel like everyone I talk to is my best friend. Pick one. Pick a lane.
And now... but every time I ask you about Vicky, you zone out. That's why I can't even say her name anymore. You fucking hypnotized. But okay. See what happens on January 20th. BCW, welcome to the new year. Ridgefield Park, New Jersey. Tickets still available. Limited, I believe. BRII_combination_wrestling on Instagram. BCW_wrestling_ on Twitter. Whatever. Breed Combination Wrestling on the Facebook for ticket links. January 20th. Mark, you going to be there?
Of course I'm going to be there.
You were there last time because you had Coxsackie disease, whatever it's fucking called.
Yes. This time, barring any type of illness, I will be there with Vicious Vicky as she defends her BCW Women's Championship at Welcome to the New Year.
Where can people find your social medias?
And retains. You can find me on my website, yourfavoriteactor.com. All my social media links are on there. You can see episodes of Shot of Wrestling. You can follow my acting on there. You can see what's coming up. And yeah, please feel free to follow Shot of Wrestling as well on all forms of social media at Shot of Wrestling. Our YouTube page as well is growing by the moment. You follow us on there. If you want to see us instead of just hearing us, that's awesome. Do us a big favor, though, coming into the new year. We appreciate you guys so much. We love you guys. This is for the fans, by the fans.
Throwback, nice.
Give us some reviews. Give us some likes. Rate us. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know what you want to see from us, what you want to hear from us. Who do you want us to interview? We really want to listen to you guys, what you want from us. We're here for you.
Well said. It's been a pleasure, buddy. Great show.
It was, man. I'll see you next month.
Yeah, I think so. I won't be here next week. Mark's schedule, we're not sure. We're doing another show next week. The following week is BCW. We don't do a show then. The following week is the Royal Rumble. We can't do a show then. So we might see you in February, barring what other things happen.
It's a birthday month.
That's right.
Oh, hey, it's going to be a wild one, too. My schedule is pretty wacky. I'm going to do my best to do an episode next week.
And you have a daughter?
Yes, I have a daughter.
2023 fucking sucked. And I mentioned this again during the year and then numerous times this show. Such a dark cloud hung over my life personally for 12 fucking months. I lived in negativity and toxicity for 12 fucking months, and I want to leave that in 2023. So here we are. I mentioned at the end of last year, and then I ended on a high note. So let's keep going, Marcus, in 2024. Positivity, glass fully full, not half full. And what's one of my favorite?
Overflowingly full. Let's go.
What's one of my life mottos? Inspiration is my aspiration. So let me end on a high motivational quote. When they throw you to the wolves, come back leading the fucking pack. For Mark Schwann, I have been your host, Michael J. Puddy. Until next time, Puddy out.
Hey baby, I hear the bell ringing, hip tosses and body slams. Oh my. And maybe you seem a bit confused, yeah baby, but I got you pinned. Ha 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 ha. But I don't know what to do when I see them with that golden case. They're cashing it in. Authority all in my face. What is a man to do? Good night, everybody.